Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jay, and if you're a returning subscriber, you are highly welcome. Thank you so very much. Today's recipe is this delicious Nigerian fried rice. This recipe is the one you don't want to miss at all. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you. Let me quickly introduce you guys to this meal. This fried rice is a dish of cooked rice that has been stir-fried in a frying pan, and it's usually mixed with other ingredients such as vegetables, seafood, chicken or meat. You can have it as a full meal or with an accompaniment to other dishes such as salads. Let's get started. To begin this recipe, here I got carrot, sweet corn, red pepper, grounded red bell pepper and onion, celery, onion, chicken, long bean, green pea, also known as garden pea, spring onion. Also got my bouillon. These are my ingredients I'll be using to make this fried rice. So let's quickly dive into the video. In this bowl, I'll go on and add my sliced carrot and add my sweet corn, spring onion, celery, long bean, green pea. Add broth, salt, gingerbread. This is a mixture of all seasoning, garlic, onion, ginger, etc. Curry, and bouillon. This is well seasoned. I'll go on and mix up everything. I'm actually doing it slowly, not like the way you see it, so I can mix everything properly. This step is very important. Do not skip it. If you season your vegetables very well, you will see the difference. I have to cover it and let it marinate for 30 minutes for the vegetables to soak up the spices and season it up. You know how some people has to wait for some hours or the next day for the rice to taste okay? That's because it takes a while for the vegetables to soak up the spicy. So I'll make my way towards the fridge and let it sit there for 30 minutes. So I just go on and place my pot on the heat. In this pot, I go on and add some oil and pinch of salt and poivre, black pepper, and add the chicken. Go on and place my chicken. So basically, I'm trying to get my chicken broth. As you all know, there's no Nigerian fried rice without chicken broth, so we are going to prepare that. So this is me going to season the chicken. I'm going to add an onion, black pepper, add gingerbread, curry powder, add paprika, and add bouillon. Add basil powder. I won't be adding water at it. I just let the chicken to sweat out its own moisture, and also need that the spices and seasoning as well to cooperate into the chicken well. The ultimate foundation of Nigerian fried rice is the chicken broth. So you might want to get your chicken broth well seasoned and concentrated as well. Let it fry for 20 minutes, then I add some water. Going on to the next step, I got this boneless chicken and beef. You can also use chicken thighs, whichever chicken you have. So I'm gonna go on to seasoning: pepper, poivre, paprika, and curry. Gingerbread. Add some bouillon cube and go on and mix it all up. Now everything is properly combined. I'll go on and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for 30 minutes. Go back to check on my chicken And as you can see, it's golden brown. And this is going to make our broth really concentrated. And I go on and add 2 cups of water. So I add just enough water to cook the chicken, and I will cover it and let it simmer for 15 minutes. While this is cooking, I'll go on to season my beef. As you might notice, I get to season everything differently. I season the beef differently, the chicken separately, the chicken breasts separately. Now it's seasoned, I'll go on and mix it properly. I let it sit in the fridge for 15 minutes. And I'll go back and check on my chicken. This is well cooked. Now it's fully cooked. I transport the chicken into the dish and save the broth for later. The broth is well concentrated. Now it's time to fry the rice. In this pan, I will add some oil without adding salt, because my chicken broth already had some salt. So I add a bit of oil. I'm going to add my thoroughly washed rice. Yes, it's best to wash your rice thoroughly to avoid sticking together. Make sure you wash off all of those starch. I won't be adding any salt. I'm going to add my bouillon. I got no chicken seasoning, so I just add this one I got. Now I go on and stir it up, and I'm going to fry it on a high heat for 3 minutes. Continue to stir. Please don't leave the rice unattended, otherwise it will burn. And I'll go on and add my chicken broth. My chicken broth got some salt. This is why I didn't add any salt in my rice when frying it. I just love the color of my chicken broth. So chicken broth is the ultimate in Nigerian fried rice. You must make sure you get it well concentrated. You can see how this is. Really I haven't got enough chicken broth. That's fine. It is well seasoned. So I'm just going to add some water. And at this point, I'm not going to add salt at all. That's because my chicken broth is over seasoned. I didn't filter the onion and the rest of it. I'm just going to go on and add some water. You can filter yours if you want. It's your food. Just going to go on and stir this together. You can taste yours. If you feel like you need some more, you can add some more salt, or you just add bouillon cube as well. And I'm just going to cover this and cook 3/4 of the way. So on to the main part of this recipe. I'm going to heat up some oil and then add my well seasoned chicken. So this is going to be fried until it's well cooked, and between 6 to 8 minutes or whereabouts. And I will be adding the beef. If you notice, I didn't add them at the same time. And I'll continue to stir until it's well cooked. I let it fry for 10 to 20 minutes. Once it is well cooked, I will be transferring the chicken into a dish, and I will leave the residual oil in the pan. So I fry this for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I go back to check on the meat. This is well fried. This is the outcome of my meat. This is well fried. I'll go on to transfer it on a clean dish. So at this point, I'm going to add more oil. Add my sliced ginger and garlic. Add my onion. And at this point, I will begin to add my seasoned vegetable. If you like your vegetable crunchy, you can fry for 2 to 3 minutes. Rice, you fry for 5 minutes. As for me, I love it crunchy. So I'm going to fry this for just 3 minutes. Make sure I combine everything together. If you're using frozen vegetable, Don't fry more than 2 minutes, otherwise it will fall apart. And now it's time to check on my rice. As you can see, my rice is fully cooked, not sticking together. So make sure you're using a wooden spoon to turn it in order not to break the rice grain. For this process, otherwise you end up breaking the rice grain. I'm just going to take it off the heat. Next, onto the vegetables. And at this time, I will begin to add the cooked rice into the stir fry. And I'm just going to do this gradually so I don't end up with too much rice on too much vegetables. And to combine once again. Now I have added all the rice into the vegetables and probably combine all that up. I'll then go ahead and add the fried chicken and beef and continue to combine, stir, and then I will leave to simmer for 2 minutes. And then my chicken fried rice is ready. And then I will be adding my fried chicken and beef and continue to stir that. Combine and your fried rice is ready. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment. If you try this recipe, please leave me a comment how it comes out and tag me with your photo on Instagram, J Kitchen. I will really love to hear from you or to receive your photos. Leave me a comment on any recipe you want me to try out. I would love to read all that. Really appreciate your support and thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.